Okay, this is what we've made the changes on so far. So the idea on this website is to create landing pages. The landing pages will ask you for information if you want to file bankruptcy, what you want to do, how many people are in your household. And now what we've got the family law and the design on these things I'm still playing with. If you notice, and this one right here came back over here to the left side, but I'm still and I'm still trying to format these and get them laid out. You know, this is going to be on every page, so you're going to have the little bar to show you how many more items you've got to fill out. So you come back over here to personal injury, then you pick up the date of the injury and go to the next, and then description of your incident. So what we've got so far is we've got, and again, I'm formatting, and I like it over to the left on the bigger screens. If you get into a smaller screen, then it's going to end up, the design's got to change because this, of course, can't be over to the left on a smaller screen. So I'm still playing with the designs from the different screens and everything. But we've got the app for bankruptcy. We've got the app for family law. Again, the designs are still being worked on. The injured stuff, when you come through here on the injury stuff, you've got the timeline that shows you how many more items you've got to fill out. The Social Security disability, I'm still setting this one up. I don't even know what's going to happen if we start filling this one out. Yeah, I'm still setting those pages up. The other pages I'm working on is it would come in here to this lists all the different services. I added another one, which is ADA compliancy. I'm kind of playing with this, trying to figure out. I mean, this has got to be formatted a little better. Of course, it should work if we do something here. It should come through here. Whoops, I guess I'm gonna have. Well, that might work. Let's just stick something in there for now. No, it's not going to work like that. We're going to have to put a real password in there and everything else. But also, we come over here. This shows all the different services. And again, I started playing with this one. And I've also started playing with the criminal law. Well, the template's not in here for some reason. If we come back over here, it should be, right? No, whoops. But, well, if I'm able to come back to what's offline. And I just started playing with it. The criminal law stuff is here. It's just, yeah, it's not showing up either. But if we look at the criminal law stuff is where I'm working at right now. We come over here to the crime, the models. You see the models is set up. It's got the different questions. It's got the views are set up. The views is set up. The forms set up. So I'm working on the criminal law stuff right now, but it's been a little slower than what I had hoped it was going to be. And whoops, where are we going? And one reason for that is that, for example, when I set up I think it was family law, I went through and did the family law, but I forgot to ask for the username and information. So you would come through here, pick the stuff, and at the end of it, you would, like, I'm still working on these things. But all of them have the forms. I've got to get the templates laid out, the design laid out, and then set up the rest of this stuff. The rest should go pretty easy once I get these forms set up. But the forms have been a little tricky, and they take a minute to set up. So I've got to get the templates set up. But the other stuff is here already. And family law was working. I don't know why. Oh, I didn't lay out. When I got to this far, I didn't continue to lay out these templates right here. That's why. So I'm still laying out these templates right here on this. And it's going to crash on every one of them right there. But hopefully I should have all 4 of these working right here. Hopefully by the end of the week right here. And I should have all these working. Once this stuff right here is done, the rest of it will go really fast. It's just getting this part right here laid out that's a little slow, and a lot of thought has to go in here because you got to figure out what questions you're going to ask, how you're going to do it, and then you've got the programming. But if you look, all these things are laid out. I've got the bankruptcy, of course, is laid out. The crime one is laid out. I just showed you that a second ago. This is the CRM system. I mean, so that it tries to move everything into the CRM as you go through it. The family law's got the model set up. It's got the drop down to ask you these questions, and trying to figure out how you're going to, what questions to ask and how you're going to lay it out is really the time consuming part. But I'm getting these things laid out right here, and as soon as I get this part laid out again, it should go a lot faster once I get this laid out. But this is just kind of an update on what's happening and what I'm working on right now. And like I said, hopefully I'll have this thing right here laid out and set up by the end of this week right here, and then the rest of it should go really fast once we get that part of it done. And just, there's some thought that goes into what you're going to put here, what questions you're going to ask, how you're going to set it up, and how you're going to do the SEO. So it's just taking me a little bit of time, a little bit of thought to figure out exactly how I'm going to word this and how I'm going to set up the SEO part of it. But these are going to be the main sites, so that when you set up the blog, or once we get the blog set up, this is going to be where everything links to.